What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I believe this is the first round of locals. I honestly have no, this was right before the first round of locals. We got more proxy testing and we got one of the coolest decks. We got Shakkoumon versus, I think Johnny's on Gacha bugs because you could not pay this man enough to play a green deck that doesn't let him resolve Izzy Mimi. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a good old best of 3 on this. And apologies that it's late. Like, at the time of recording, it's like 5 PM. Normally stuff comes out 2 PM for the public and even earlier for members. But members, you'll get this straight away, and public will be later today. And by the time you see it, my wife might be live, so it'll be on screen. Come say hi in Twitch. You're going to see the Armadillamon in the back, the 2-color one that evolves over Upa, and a training, followed by Tento and a boost, so rookie plus consistency piece. They say Digimon is not a solved game, KW. I like the dual tamer in the back, those little war criminals there, Cody. Just a vile creature. All the dual tamers are when one of your Digimon would Digivolve, suspend to game 1. If DNA Digivolving, do something else. I think the girls are minus 3k. Davis and Ken are strip 3, and Cody and TK are D-Digivolve 1. I do not know what they were thinking. A terriermon in the back, I'm assuming, is to set up for, whoa, double ace reveals. So, not just the Veemon. Well, not just the Valkyrmon, but there's a Veemon in this because your Shakkoumons are yellow-blue as well as black-yellow. It being black-yellow gives you access to both Vike and Valk, which is very, very cool. It's quite interesting that this Terriermon is getting such decent value. It looks like we're finally going to see the start of main play Patamon, then we're going to see the Samari come down for 2 cost Evo. Is he going to suspend? No, he's just going to pass over the memory. Interestingly enough, he could have chosen to not. We are going to see that suspension, and we do get the plus 3k over to Tento. And look at that. Isn't it so much easier to tell how much DP has changed when you have the Marcus from Conquest Collectibles? He still owes me like some sort of channel trailer thing, so we can just be like, yo, what's up? There we go. I mean, we're using a minus because I think I lost the 3rd plus DP one at the 3v3. So yeah, ignore the minus symbol on that. I'll try and get more of them in future. Apologies, I still sound like ass. I don't think I got, well, yeah, no, I did get sick at the 3v3. It was all masked up for the regional, but you know, it's a whole lot of being in public, so I'm still doing my best. Shout out to everyone that said hi though at the 3v3 as well as at the regional. Got to take pictures with people. Got to sign some cards. I'm always happy to sign cards, by the way, so feel free to just pull up. You know, if I'm not in a tournament game, just go, what's up? The promo Patamon is such an interesting card. The recovery just off of being free played is like, you know, strong in its own right. But this is just like a Magna Angemon that can be free played at the start of main. I forget what the rest of it does. I think it picks up something before you do it, but it's still like free play bounceable Patamon that just goes Lamau is just not normal. Training gonna get cracked as we go into the Ankylo, so I think we're going to be making a Shakko pile here. Stacking those Shrinks and the Ankylomon, I know is a disruptor, because this deck is trying to slow you down as best we can, and we're going to be going into Ye Olde Shakkoumon there, as we're going to recover 1, and it bounces a level 5, which, unfortunately for Marcio, that chip that came in is going to stop him from being able to actually do much with that. So the new Ankylomon is barrier, then on play when Digivolving, one of the Digimon can't attack, so that's the Tyrant. Obviously it's unaffected now, but when it restands, it is going to get caught by the stun, so not going to be able to attack with it. I'm going to use the Mimi to get a brand new egg, and we're going to go Tyrant over the Grand Quagga to play the Okua. And we're going to tag the Shakkoumon with the Okuamon, which is going to turn into a Shiva. Okay. And then he's okay with that. Yeah, we're going to get the suspension, and we're just going to go for double bottom deck rather than going for the like that Motimon Bug Blitz. Speaking of, actually not sure why we couldn't. Oh, I think Bug Blitz only can attack a Digimon. So the Kokuamon not going to get to do an end of turn attack. Speaking of ending an attack, Sheepmon is the funniest Digimon. Like, they put collision and then it can just end it. So all it does basically there is like ankle break a Digimon. Like Magnamon X, he's sitting there, and then the greatest point guard in the world, Sheepmon, just going to come through with a cross up, break its ankles. We are going to burn top card of security with the Shivamon unsuspending. Although it is actually probably going to have to commit to an attack unless Johnny's on like Samadhi Santi or anything like that in order to just like bing bong hit something. But I'm pretty sure I see HPD. I'm going to go into Blade Kuwagamon. We're going to gain the +3. Surely he is HPD. I think that's what I saw. He could also just start swinging, but he's in danger of getting Viking Valked. We know the Valk got picked up publicly. But the problem is, like, I think Veemon, that's the problem. He's actually, like, both of them are bad picks. Like, the D-Digivolve getting rid of one Tyrant is probably pretty useful. Okay, so we're gonna get the Digivolve on the Shiva, and I think you also get Source Strip as well on Veemon. The card crunches you from both top and bottom. It's the Digivolve 2, and then none with one or fewer Digivolution cards can attack. So the Tyrant is gonna get stunned as a result. We are gonna burn the Ragnar off. Again, another interesting thing about the Viking Valk is not only do they go over the Shakkoumon, the new one, but by being blue, black, yellow, red, they also make the sources for Ragnar Lord as well, so it does make it a viable level 7 to go over, as well as the Chaosmon, of course. 5 cards in hand for Marcio, and yep, there it is. We're going to see HPD. Going to go into the Shiva for 0. I feel like I would have just liked to see the Okua go over to set it up, but I guess at end of turn he's going to use the... Oh, I guess not. I thought we were going to see Tyrant do its end of turn shenanigans. It's still early, so I'm still like learning the timings and taggings for all that, so apologies with that. A free played Armadillomon is a good start for Marcio. I think he might be trying to see if he can fish for a full DNA turn here. I'm gonna go training to go into Submari, which is gonna get... Whoa! Trash the source out. And we're actually going to -3 it for realsy this time because it's something with no sources. So that just prints memory. We're going to have that KnTElixar set to go. Easy Jogres into the Shakkoumon, which is... This should be a D-Digivolve, right? Okay, so we're going to tuck that into security, a cheeky little dag instead of a bounce, and then we are going to get the D-Digivolve on the Tamer as well. Then we're going to go into the Valkyremon, which is going to -4k the board. So we are looking pretty rough here on the side of Tyrant. We're going to swing, and then we are just going to get the kill on, on the spare body through that, because there's enough shrink on the level 4 inherits. And yeah, full board clear here. As we do hit security as well, it does get the pop thanks to the Valkyrie. And it looks like we are going to go for another, not even end of turn Jogres, but the fact that it is a Chaosmon rather than a Ragnar means this game's not over yet. I think a Ragnar... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have burned to check 1 unsuspend. It wouldn't have been... So even Ragnar wouldn't have been game here, but it would have been very, very close. It would have put him on 0, like better have it type beat. But interestingly enough, we're not actually going to swing at security. He's going to stay in the back here because if he swings, Izzy Mimi is going to just kind of print 2 memory. And it looks like we're going to go for double Shakkoumon Searcher here. Johnny recognizing that he has extra time. And we're going to end of turn, both of them burn 1. Since Johnny's up in security though, it does mean that this timer is kind of rough. Going to suspend the Cody. And it's going to hit into another tamer. So we are looking pretty comfy, as both of them are going to be dropping tamers each. And then, so suspended. So go to 3, then start of turn, go to 5. So we do have double partition? Yes, we have double partition. So it's not even double partition. I think it's like triple partition. Oh, Tortamon. Here's the gacha side of the bugs, I guess. Tiger gonna reduce the cost of the Evo. I like it. So Meta Life, nice and cheap. Does get the suspension for the Kokua as well, so it's gonna be big. Now he should be able to. Okay, Mimi put the terriermon in the back, and then we're going to swing. Oh, he's going for battle. Oh, cheeky. Use the Tortamon to gain the extra DP. Then we're going to use the Izzy Mimi. Goes into the Tyrant for 0 cost Evo, and then is going to swing. And I think we have Inherit Barrier, so uses the barrier to get a security burn, which means start of turn, Marcia is going to put himself down on lethal. And we're going to just evolve for 2. I don't hate that. Or at least we were going to evolve for 2. Why are we not? Okay, just going to go for a Blade Kawaga instead. Interesting. Okay, and then we're going to have the Kokua. It locks down the Chaosmon to stop it from being able to... swing. That's really, really nice, actually. So, both of them are going to burn their last cards. Well, burn the last card of Marcia's security. And then he now has to find a way to get through this. First, TK Cody is going to play out a free Armadillo, which does find the Ankyla. Did we play a second one? I don't know if he... it doesn't look like he has the pieces to Jogress here. We're missing the blue source, so he is going to have to go into the yellow-black Shakko if he has it. But it's not looking like he does. He could print 2 memory here by having the TK Codys go sideways. Obviously, he'd be missing the D-Digivolve. He'd be missing D-Digivolve here, but I think it's worth just gaining the memory back. Because if you're able to, like, tuck something, then it ends up being kind of worth it. Yeah, I'm not super sure what he's looking for in trash. Obviously, getting the Ankylamon as a stun helps. And yeah, it looks like we are going to see that Jogress come through. So, ooh, Chimera. And then Chimera going to pick up the Shakko, probably. Oh, okay, never mind. We do just have a Shakko. So, no Chimera. So, here it comes through. We are going to see the double D-Digivolve to get around Tyrant. Because it is only protected from Digimon effects, so the Tamers actually are able to get through it. But then we are just going to deg 1 body. We're just going to slam the Valkmon, because it is going to minus 4k the board. But it still has the +6, but at the start of turn it is going to lose the +6. Yeah. Oh, no, because the Tiger gives it +1. Wait, does Valkyremon just not lost? I thought it was ruin mode for the whole turn, but I guess it's just ruin mode for the turn that it's played. So during your opponent's turn, it would obviously cause problems, but he's doing it to pass turn, so it clears 1 body, but not both, thanks to the +6. It pays off. Swinging that Kabu, and thanks to the Torta load, we are going to guarantee going in. Guarantee going into it. Kind of unfortunate that we weren't able to get as much value out. I just don't know fully how... Like, obviously he has to be suspended in order to get the value. So we are going to go for the Izzy Mimi. Torta going to give us the power, so Took it back, but is going to go through it. Gets the suspension on one of them. And I guess he's swinging through. Suspending a Tamer and popping a Tamer. Gonna go into the Veemon, which is gonna de-digivolve 2. +6. Oh, 13 because of the inherits. That's unfortunate. And then we're gonna get burn on security as well. Swing is gonna pop, and whoo, after a very, very, very long game one, we are going to see Shakko finally take it.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video.
That went pretty much the full distance. I think I'd finished my entire best of 3 by the time this one was done. So whilst they're getting shuffled up, because I don't think we're going to be going to a full 3 games just based on timers alone, I do want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. For the members at the Mega tier, we do have Just Justice Josh holding it down as a tier 3 on Twitch, as well as an Ultimate Hero on YouTube. And then for our Ultimates, a big thank you to the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and 3 Strike Rule. For the champions, getting some bonus content from the podcast, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, and Seb Bainbridge Coombs. And a big thank you to the rookies as well, paying a little bit extra. I hope to give you guys shoutouts as often as I can. We do have Bradley Rob, Greatness Beam, and King Fuji Toro. And also a big thank you to everyone that said hello at the regional. I'm sorry that I was very ill and not at 100%, but we do our best to keep putting out content. And if you want to see us do stuff live, my ass is getting jump scared by, I don't know, creepy crawlies and Lethal Company. So again, if you're watching this the day it comes out, we're probably live on my wife's channel. So come say hi. But yeah, what do you guys think of Shakkoumon now that, like, obviously Imperial is a deck that does insane amounts of value, but the other DNA piles are pretty good. Those are a whole bunch of SRs, and Shakko is a fun one. Just opening with the Izzy's obviously not great for Johnny, but it's an investment because it means he'll maybe be able to slam a 4 that doesn't cost as much later. Just gonna find the 2-color level 4 there. Okay, gonna get the Blade Coaga passes 1, so he might not get punished for this. Training goes into Ankyla, which is gonna stun the Blade Coaga, but it is a 7k body. But also can gain the +3. I actually don't hate that. Barrier, the barrier, getting into the what's it called, the Tamer is very, very unfortunate for Marcio. I'm sure he would have loved to see that first check, but I mean, the Izzy being useful defensively is so sick. Unfortunately though, it's not sideways, so he can't get rid of it. Does get the clear, and we are going to swing. Hits HPD first check, of course. He always has it, and even when he doesn't, he has it because you played the game. It looks like we're missing a rookie still, though, so we're going to go for the... Okay, yeah, I don't hate that. Drop the KnTElixar promo, which stops it from unsuspending, so the Shakko is locked down. But the Andromon is going to go through. It does live in security as well. I'm just going to turn into a Shakko by itself. Not going to get the tuck or anything like that, but it sets up another partition body. Going to go into Meta Life Coagamon for just 1 cost thanks to the training, and we finally are going to get a rookie in the back. The problem is, he kind of has to just run it in. It's going to try and... Ooh. You know if you swing, you know those Shakkoumon turn into a... You know they're going to turn into a Veemon, a Valkyriermon, one of those 2 things. and you will no longer be able to swing over them. So it has to go into security, and let's see, are we getting de-digivolved or are we getting shrunk? We're gonna get de-digivolved, and then it's gonna hit through. I thought it would. Veemon. Ah, well, it's already suspended, so the one-off viewer can't suspend, doesn't matter. Of course, when attacking, delete one Digimon with one or fewer sources is going to absolutely cook. Interestingly, it chooses to get rid of the one that has the DP buff. I'm assuming it's so it couldn't turn into a sideways Mega Kabuterimon that would have been invincible. Normally, if you're playing for board clear, you'd do the thing where you go swing over the body and pop the other one, but does not happen. Gonna find the Kokua, which does get the Granquag off the search. So now we're gonna use Torta to load it to the... Wait, you don't have Izzy Mimi. So we're gonna load something to the top to get the +3, and then it's gonna swing over it naturally, gains the +4. Okay, Tiger. And then gonna evolve the Granquaga, use the Tiger in order to get the choke to 1. And it's +6, so Veemon can't swing over it readily, even with the shrinks. Okay, Johnny, I like it. I think we're about to run out of time. Like, I think we are going into time over time in just a second, so I think Master is just gonna win this off of time no matter what. But still starting to see that, like, it's not just regular Tyrant. You can still, you know, the Gacha engine is a cool way to make sure that 6-cost Evo doesn't feel too bad. But of course, when you don't see a rookie to start things off, Shakkoumon does a fantastic job of getting it through you. It looks like we are just going to have to call it there. But if you did like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure, as always, to hammer that like button, hit subscribe, and join the growing family of subscribers. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.